Having high-quality programming is certainly critical to the success of any lifelong learning program. That's one of the reasons why we do evaluations. Before talking about evaluations in detail, let me just say that it's important to realize that an evaluation form is not used to collect data about participants, and it's not used as a way of asking survey questions. Data is normally collected during the registration process, and survey questions are normally done separately, maybe at the beginning of the class or as an email message that goes out. As we talk about evaluation forms, certainly with the shift in technology, more and more evaluations are being done online, but that's primarily for online courses. Face-to-face classes, still we're using some form of paper evaluation that students are filling out. When it comes to paper evaluations, a couple of key points are, number one, the evaluation form should only be one page, it should only be one side, and when you print it, you should be printing it on color paper. And the reason you're doing that is you want to make sure that your students realize that you care about them. Doing it on black and white paper and printing it looking like it's been printed a million times, that doesn't show the quality and the care of your program. So you want to make sure that you think about your form as being one side, one page, and in color when you print it. The components of an evaluation form are 7. The first component is that you certainly want to have a place on the form for the teacher's name and the name of the course. The second thing is you want 1 or 2 sentences that talk about why you're asking them to do the evaluation and how they need to fill it out. Next comes the most important question, and it should be the first question you ask. And this has to do with the overall satisfaction of the course. Normally they would use a Likert scale and rate it from 1 to 5, and in that way you can see how satisfied your students were. They may have complaints about everything, but if they were happy, satisfied with the program, then at least the other things are just improvements that you would make. The fourth part of the evaluation form is teacher feedback. So this is when you ask questions specifically related to the teacher. Again, these are normally used in a Likert scale, which would be a closed-ended way of answering questions. The next component is mostly the open-ended part. And the open-ended part is when you're asking questions about what do they like, what might they like to see changed, what suggestions do they have for other courses that you should be offering. The sixth part is testimonials, and you ask people if they want to provide a testimonial, and if they do, you need to make sure that they approve the testimonial. They can check off something that says it's okay to use it, and also that they provide you their name, because a testimonial without a name really doesn't have a lot of value. And then the last thing is thank people. Make sure they're thanked for the work that they've done in the evaluation that they've filled out, because that certainly is going to help you going forward. When it comes to when you should do evaluations, every course you offer should be evaluated at least once a year. But it doesn't have to be evaluated every time, because you know you've got certain courses that just do wonderful and there's no need to evaluate them every time. The second thing that's important is you should evaluate every new course and every new instructor. And then lastly, if you've got an underperforming course or an underperforming instructor, you need to make sure that you're evaluating them. So doing evaluations is a great way to collect data and to ensure that the quality of your programming is at the level it needs to be. So lean on LERN for information that works.